we present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell, and your chairman is Humphrey Lyttelton.
Hello and welcome to another edition of I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. You know, they say the secret of good comedy is knowing when to stop. Well, here we all are again. I'm looking forward to a lot of fun and games tonight. It's not every night that Samantha throws a pyjama party. Before that, however, let me introduce you to the four who are going to score. On my left, Graeme Garden and Barry Cryer. And on my right, Bill Tidy and Willie Rushton. And would you welcome, please, the lady who never fails to score, our lovely hostess, Samantha. We're going to start the show with a game of famous first words. Teams, can you suggest what might have been the first utterances of some famous and talented people? Or Edwina Curry. Bill, will you start?
I'll be delighted to, sir. I was thinking of the architect of the horrors of the Spanish Inquisition, Thomas Torquemada, who said, "Still won't confess, eh? Well, we'll try that again."
Barry.
Beijing too early. Gaza. Didn't slap me, let me cry first.
In similar vein, George Bush. Watch my ass. Graham.
Clint Eastwood. Go ahead, punk. Cut my cord.
Right, do you want to have another go, Bill?
Yeah, Harry. I didn't pick too soon. I'm holding this one back. Harry Houdini. Ta-da!
Claire Rayner. Feed me!
Any more, Willie?
Norman Lamont. I can only come out in the hours of darkness.
Charlton Heston. I'll break the waters if you don't mind.
Graham.
Madonna. I've heard of tinned milk, but this is ridiculous.
Any more?
John Major. Hello, I'm over here.
And Bill Tidy roars into the lead. It's music time again now, and I use the phrase in its broadest sense. It's a game called Just a Minute. This is based, of course, on the popular radio show The Financial World Tonight. Teams, I'm going to ask one of you to sing me a song without hesitating, repeating yourself, or deviating in any way. An implausibly tall order, I know. But a member of the opposite team can challenge by buzzing, and if I uphold that challenge, he takes over the song. The winner is the first person to have painted my flat by next Tuesday. Graham, I'm going to ask you to start. The song is My Bonnie Lies Over the Ocean.
Thank you.
My bonnie lies over the ocean. So far, so good. That dear one of mine is recumbent across the sea.
Challenge from Bill Tidy.
There was hesitation on mine.
Right. Will you carry on then, Bill?
Oh dear, I got myself to match.
Yes, I am.
Challenge from
Hesitation.
Barry Cryer.
I think oh dear is perfectly acceptable as my bonnie.
Yes, well said, Willie.
I withdraw.
Challenge from Graeme Garden.
Repetition of my bonnie.
Yes, I'll uphold that. I'll uphold that one, and I'll uphold Barry's as well.
Oh, right.
Anybody else want to challenge? Right, carry on, Barry.
My inamoratas, doggo, on the other side of the H2O. Return my other half to
into the appropriate space.
Challenge there.
We
from
could have
Willie
said
Rushton.
bring back, because nobody's ever said it before.
Damn!
You don't have to. You don't have to say, but I'll uphold
I'm just
it.
pointing
I
it
want
out,
to hear
actually. I don't
Willie.
think it's a challenge so much as just an interesting observation as we go along.
I want to hear you, Willie. You sing so beautifully.
Oh, right. There you go. Bring back. Return. Respond. My stalwart. To me, to him. Répondez, s'il vous plaît. Remportez. Oh, tiens, en français. My buxom.
Challenge in the nick of time by Barry Crabb.
Repetition of my.
I didn't hear it.
2 my's.
Did anybody hear 2 miles?
I wasn't listening, so I can't help you.
Carry on.
Oh,
Willie.
blow ye wind across the water. Oh,
Challenge from Bill Time. You're not meant to challenge your own.
I know, but repetition of...
it's all one.
Go on, Bill.
A resuscitate the howling tempest, sober il mare. Ex tu Brutus porter per me, my innamorato. No, innamorato has been done.
Inamorata.
Can I challenge myself?
Oh, I wish you would. Is that the end of the song?
Oh.
Graeme, we haven't heard enough of you. Will you try and win a point?
Right. Bring back. Oh, bring back my body to me.
It's there if you look for it.
Break. What?
I didn't see a challenge. My buzzer thing here didn't light up. Because I've unplugged it. Go on, finish the song. Otherwise we'll never get...
Oh, bring back my body to me.
Okay. Now, team, Samantha and I would like you to tell us a bedtime story. In the course of the story, you'll hear some very strange noises. Don't worry, it's only Colin Sell practicing. You should incorporate each noise into the narrative, and after each noise, the story changes hands. I'd like you to tell me the story of Little Red Riding Hood. Willie, will you start, please?
Well, we're going to deal with the story of Little Red Riding Hood. Once upon a time, Little Red Riding Hood was at home, doing nothing. Her mother, I think it was, Mrs. Hood, said, look here, Red Riding, here's a basket containing various objects. I'd like you to take this over to your granny's. So out of the door she went, skipping happily. Skipping happily over a flock of pet geese who were crossing her path. As Little Red Riding skipped happily through the wood, she began to wonder precisely what was in the basket of goodies that her mother had given her to take to her granny. So she opened the basket and had a peep inside and could scarcely believe her eyes.
How can I carry a basket weighing 82,000 tons? But she had done the journey to Grandma's house many times through the darkest parts of the wood. At last, the trees finished, and there she was in the clearing before the home of her grandmother. As she stepped forward, she noticed something very odd.
A witty retort.
Oh. An alchemist joke.
Ben Jonson, fastest man in the world.
2 alchemist jokes.
I hope Grandma's in, she thought. This is the whole point of my quest. And rather apprehensively, she approached the door, pressed the doorbell, and sprang back.
Damn these takeaways, said the wolf. Takeaway grandmothers is absolutely appalling. For he had, indeed, just eaten the wretched woman.
and taken her place in bed, pulling on her cloth cap, her shawl, her thigh-length boots, black leather suspender belt, all the other accoutrements one associates with dead grannies. And as the wolf lay in bed, he heard,
I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this.
Said Little Red Riding Hood. I've brought you your morning QE2, Granny. And I can't help noticing as you lie in the bed.
A small dinosaur had emerged from Grandma's hearing aid. Grandma didn't usually wear a dinosaur. She looked more closely. The wolf leaned forward and emitted a usually strange noise.
They always come in while you're watching the Eurovision Song Contest, he said. Red Riding Hood sat down by the bed and said, hello, Granny, because she was still gulled and deceived by this figure in the bed. But suddenly,
an enormous chopper came hurtling through the window and destroyed the wolf.
You may be wondering what I've been doing for the last 20 minutes. Sometimes wonder myself. We're going to play a round now of plots in 15 seconds. Well, I realize after that last round that it's foolish to expect you to do the simplest task without taking all day about it. But would you please try and condense a well-known book, film or show into 15 seconds? Teams. Graeme, you go first. What are you going to condense?
Thanks. Macbeth in 15 seconds. All right, Jimmy, it's you, those funny looking women over there don't fancy you, is it? You're going to be paying a corner, just one of those things. That Mrs. says kill King Duncan, I says kill him, and she says kill him, so I'll kill him, and now the missus up all night washing her hands. Hey, thank you, see you, Jimmy, stitch that. Oh, hey, what's that? Hey, watch it, Macduff, careful with that sword, Macduff, you'll have somebody's eye out. Ooh, at the end.
Due to the audience's friendly applause in the middle there, you overran the 15 seconds.
Oh.
Bill, what are you going to condense?
Can I summarize before I reveal the identity of my summarization?
No.
Well, I'm going to. I'm starting now. Ooh, 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 ah, ooh, 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 ah, ooh, ooh, ooh. That was the Pirelli calendar.
Barry Cryer.
I was going to do Polo by Jilly Cooper. Fancy a quick chucker? Pardon? Too late. But that isn't 15 seconds. So I'll do Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. Cup of tea. How many sugar? 2. That would seem suitable. I'm a lamplighter. I'm told you're an acrobat. Death, I've lived with it so long, it's part of life. Well, I suppose it is. I'm going now. I'll see myself out. Gripping, isn't it?
Sounds more gripping than the original. Willie Rushton.
Well, I was going to do sex, lies, and videotape. Then I realized 15 seconds wasn't long enough for the sex. Then I realized that was a lie. And then I watched it back on the video in slow motion action replay, and I realized it wasn't bad, actually. It was fairly true. Actually takes me about 4 days. The end.
Let's go on to the next game. This is a very good game indeed, called Call My Bluff, based, of course, on the popular Burmese game show, the 64,000 Dong Question. Kings, I want you to define a word which I shall give you, after which Samantha and I will attempt through stealth and cunning to discover who is telling the truth. And the word is hippopotamus. Barry, will you start?
Ah, this word has manifested itself. It's very interesting, the derivation of this hump, because some Catholic churches have an annual service just for animals, sort of Catholic and dogma occasion. And it's described in the little-known Tarka 2 by Henry Williamson, the final confrontation, in which otters danced in front of the altar. And there were a lot of insects demonstrating outside because they weren't let in. This was they were sort of protest ants, and they... But in the old days of the Holy Roman Empire, this is the very derivation, every other man had an otter as a pet and a guard. It could have been called the Ottoman Empire, really. But this is the definition. It's a church service for dancing animals, a hip-hop ottomat.
Willie, a little-known religious person of the 12th century was one Father O. Thomas, and he worked in Liverpool, but in fact he played midfield sweeper for Everton. And he was sold for a large figure, in fact a massive statue of Pope Pius III, to Vatican City, who were winners of the European Cup since 803 AD. As part of the transfer, he was also made Pope, and the terraces would naturally shout out whenever he got the ball, "Hi, Popo Thomas." Nowadays, it's a rarely used cry of delight in papal circles and loses a lot in translation into Polish.
Okay, Graeme, what's your definition?
It's one of those modern literary terms, and refers to the two novelists, Martin Amis, who writes fairly revolting novels, really, and in comparison with his father, Kingsley Amis, who writes extremely grumpy novels about old drunks. Now, although Martin considers his own work to be extremely modern and with it, most critics would agree that his dad's work, i.e. Kingsley's, is actually more right-on and trendy and hip. And so Kingsley is referred to by the cognoscenti as the hipper pop Amis.
Okay, Bill.
That's fairly convincing, but the proper and true definition of this word is it's a new word just accepted in the Oxford Dictionary. It's a modern German-American Meccano word used in most criminal subcultures. It's broken up actually into 4 pieces, as most German words are. I mean, so who would call a glove a hand shoe? Anyway, hypo as in needle. Hypo, because the proper American pronunciation of hippopotamus. Pot, a new form of injectable grass in a kind of custard flavour. The AM, is the time of day when one can best benefit from this injection. And us is for all my good friends out there who can enjoy a good belt of hippopotamus.
Well, we've had Barry's otters dancing, and we've had Willie's Father O. Thomas, we've had Graeme's 2 novelists, and then there was Bill. Whenever I've seen this game played, people say, I don't know, I haven't the faintest idea. And nor have I. Let's go on now. I like this game. It's called Word for Word. I want one team to suggest some unconnected words between each other, and then if the other team spot a connection, they should challenge by buzzing. If I uphold the challenge, they take over. The winner's the first person to clean my car by tomorrow morning. We're going to start with Graeme and Barry.
Which?
Well, you have to decide.
No,
I can't do everything.
We're playing. Start again. Which?
What?
Cat.
What? Challenge from Bill.
They both began with W.
Hardly a connection.
They were both very short questions.
But I'm up to W in the
All right, Bill, you carry on.
Flake.
Rifkind.
Do I have to spell it out?
I can't see any connection at all. Carry on. Bill.
Tower.
Growth.
Fish.
Intention.
Bucket.
Decision.
Plank.
Monopoly.
Mortar.
Board.
Truck.
What did you say?
Truck.
Driver.
Cormorant.
Challenge from Graeme.
I've often seen a bucket on a plank.
Me too. Will you carry on?
Testosterone.
Granted.
Horse.
Cat.
Nap.
Nod.
Blind.
Drunk.
Omelette.
Challenge from Bill.
No, that was an involuntary ejaculation, I'm afraid. I'm sorry, it's just the
Drink
word
omelette.
Omelette does things
Yes.
to me, I'm sorry. Please.
Particularly when you're drunk. Now,
Carry on, Bill.
Oh. Pencil.
Technology.
Crag.
Friend.
Challenge there from
He's doing research, Mr. Chairman.
I'm thumbing through the Times to see if there are any words I know.
Likely.
What I want to know is why have you got a newspaper and I haven't?
Because he can read.
Would you like one? So that round goes to Graeme and Barry. Right. Let's go on now to another musical round. It's called Censored Song. Teams, I want you to sing a well-known song of my choice while simultaneously performing the act of self-correction. Samantha has provided you with bells and buzzers with which you should bleep out any ambiguous words. There is, alas, no way of bleeping out Colin Sell, who will provide the accompaniment. Graeme and Barry, will you sing a censored version of Oklahoma?
Right.
Louder, Colin.
Hesitation.
Oklahoma, where the wind comes down and the waving can sure smell sweet when the wind comes right behind us. Oklahoma, every night my honey lamb and I sit alone and watch us making lazy in the sky. We know we belong to the land, and the land we belong to is grand. And when we say, we're only saying you're doing fine, Oklahoma. Oh, Oklahoma.
Okay, we're going to Bill and Willie now. Will you sing a censored version of Get Me to the Church on Time?
I'm getting in the morning. Ding! The bells are gonna chime. Pull out the let's have a but get me to the church on time. I gotta be in the morning. Up and in my prime. Girls, come and me, show you how you me, but get me to the church on time. If I am roll up the floor, if I am whistling out the door, or I'm getting in the morning. Ding! Bells are gonna chime. And don't lose the compass and get me to the church. Get me to the church. But say, get me to the church on time.
Full marks to Bill and Willie. Well, that's... That's very nearly the end of this week's show, but before Samantha and I go off for a little something before bed, we've just got time for some limericks now. Graham, here's your first line. I was courting a girl from the north.
I was courting a girl from the north who in the sack race had come fourth.
She had a slight lisp.
But her diction was crisp.
When she said, "Get your hand out my drawer."
Bill, here's your first line. I was courting a girl from the south.
I was courting a girl from the south who had a most kissable mouth.
But my friend from the north
Said, "You realize, of course,
She's built like the side of a house.
Okay, Barry now. I was courting a girl from the east.
So unpredictable, isn't it? I was courting a girl from the east who was Ipswich's first woman priest.
she was tall, blonde, and lissom."
And loved exorcism.
Dial 666 and ask for the beast.
And one more for you, Willie, now. An altogether audience. I was...
All together now. That's right. Who had a tattoo on her chest.
'Twas a portrait of Gaza.
And each one who has her.
Says, "Blimey, love, pull down your vest."
Right, well, that brings us to an end this week's show. Join us again next time, and from all of us, goodbye.
Barry Cryer, Graeme Garden, Willie Rushton and Bill Tidy were being given silly things to do by Humphrey Lyttelton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme was produced by Jon Magnusson.
And there'll be more from the teams at the same time next week.
We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell, and your chairman is Humphrey Lyttelton.
Hello and welcome to another edition of I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. You know, they used to say in the old days that when it came to good comedy, there was no alternative to hard work and talent. So let me introduce you to 4 alternative comedians. On my left, Barry Cryer and Graeme Garden. On my right, Willie Rushton and Bill Tidy. And here she is, the First Lady of Stand-Up. Not to mention lie down. Our lovely scorer, Samantha. Before we start, listeners will be concerned to hear the latest about my missing hooter. You remember I told you in Brighton that it hadn't been seen since Christmas, and I asked for any useful information. All I've received since then is this letter from an old friend of ours, Mrs. Trellis of North Wales, who writes, "Very sorry to hear about your lost hooter. Have you tried looking down the back of my cooker? I often mislay things there. Well, as you can tell from that, Mrs. Trellis has a tendency to be daft as a brush, but any sensible information would still be welcome. Right, let's go straight on. We're going to start with a very funny game called Historical Headlines. Historical Headlines. I'm going to give you, teams, a famous event in history, and I want you to suggest how some of today's newspapers might have reported the occasion. I'll award points for the best suggestion, and points mean prizes. This week's prize is a superb nuclear-powered B-Day. Right, teams, it's free for all here. The historical event that I want you to give me the headlines for, in a variety of styles, is David slays Goliath. Go on, Barry.
David slays Goliath. The Star. I was stoned admits Philistine heavyweight. Thank you for that applause.
Jane's Arms and Armour. Israel has the sling.
The Guardian. David slaps Goliath.
The Ring. Bruno lined up for the autumn.
Okay, any more, Barry?
Radio Times. Little and Large Summer Special.
Telegraph. Ex-shepherd reveals he practiced technique on sheep.
Judge Gath the Philistine scores it 72-71. Goliath!
The Melody Maker. Little David. Head-banging rock sensation.
Hello, Hum.
Any more? Right, let's go on.
The Sun. 180!
Right, teams, let's have another one of those. I've got another historical headline for you now. It's Custer's Last Stand.
British Medical Journal. Custer's Last Stand amazes coroner.
Melody Maker. 8th Cavalry move up in charts.
The Express. Custer's transfer to Inter Milan in doubt.
Mother of all battles. This report smoked under Sue security blanket.
Bird Breeders Weekly. Stop this cruel trade in feathers.
TV Times. Surprise guest on Bullseye.
Daily Telegraph. Storming George blames lack of air support.
Little Bighorn amazes coroner. No.
Okay, teams, we come to a musical round now called Fourth Bridge. And in this one, teams, you have to sing a song of my choice, but cunningly omitting every fourth word. Easier than it sounds, I can hear the front row murmuring. Or snoring. But when you consider the team's powers of coordination...
What?
When you consider the team...
Coordination.
But when you consider the team's powers of coordination and the fact that Colin Sell will be accompanying them, then you'll get some idea of the enormity of the task I'm setting them. Bill and Willie, will you miss out every fourth word of "There is nothing like a dame"?
When do we come in? You never know with him, do you?
We got sunlight, the sand, we got moonlight in the... We got mangoes, bananas you can ride off a... We got volley, and ping pong, and lots of candy. What ain't we? We ain't got... Sort of things, life are beautiful. There is particular thing that nothing whatsoever in way, shape, or like any other. Is nothing like name, nothing in world. There is you can name, is anything like name.
Well, you got going after a shaky start there. But let's see what Graham and Barry can do with missing out every fourth word of Chattanooga Choo Choo.
Pardon me, boy, that the Chattanooga Choo track 20. Boy, you can shine. I afford to board Chattanooga Choo Choo. Got my fare, just a trifle spare. You leave Pennsylvania Station about 3:45. A magazine, you're in Baltimore. In the diner, could be finer to have your exit. When you hear whistle blowing, ain't the bar, then no, it's Tennessee, not very far. All the coke, got to keep rolling, woo woo. There you are.
All right, up to that shaky ending. We've got a limited number of marks available in this series, so as they were both equally good, I'm not going to give any marks for that. I'm going to go on for a fascinating and informative game. It's called Initials. Teams, I'm going to give you some cryptic abbreviations, and I want you to suggest what they might stand for. And I shall give you the official answer afterwards. Graham, ABRTC.
ABRTC. Absolutely bonkers Rottweiler teeth cleaners. I swear by them.
Well, the correct answer that I've been given is Anglo-Bengalese Rubber Tubing Company.
You know it makes sense.
Bill, here's some initials for you. WAMDT.
WAMDT. Women against men dangling things.
Well, you got half of it right, so you get half a mark. It's women against media distortion of the truth. And incidentally, our audience here and listening at home would like to know that Samantha is, in fact, the president of that particular
Can men join?
Barry.
Anglo-Bengali Rubber Tubing Company. That's something to do with safe Sikhs.
Barry, here's your initials. BLSAC.
Bonnie Langford. Strange alien creature.
Actually, Samantha's the president of this one, too. It's the Blackheath Ladies Self-Awareness Club.
That's
Willie.
an offence, isn't it?
What?
Being self-aware on Blackheath, it's an offence.
You should know if anybody. Willie, CSRHH.
CSRHH, the Conservative Sisterhood for the re-election of Herr Hitler.
And Samantha scores a hat-trick because she's also the president of this one. It's the Campaign for the Safe Return of Humps Hooter. Short one for you, Graham. CSK.
CSK. Keep spelling correct.
Much better than Campaign for Safe Kitchens. Right, Bill, we're going to give you another one now. GWRTFG.
Oh, thanks. See, geriatric wrinkled retainers Trouser Ferreters Guild. Don't tell me Samantha's one of those either.
I think that's a paraphrase of the right answer. It's the Great Western Railway's Train Fanciers Gala.
That's an offence as well.
Barry, D-A-D.
Disappear, Anne Diamond.
I don't actually know the right answer. It just happens to be tattooed above Samantha's left knee. Willie, M-U-G-B.
M-U-G-B. Misprint upsets Germany Beadle.
Yes.
It's also an acronym of the Allied Almost Professional Jewish Ventriloquists and Master Bakers Union, because it's makers of unleavened bread and butter.
After which I'm afraid Musicians Union Glasgow branch sounds great. You want any more? Shall I throw some more at you?
Oh.
I'll throw some more at you. What about H-L-E-R?
Help lynch Esther Ranson.
Humphrey Lyttelton eschews radishes. Hence lack of repeats.
Do you want to know what that stands for?
Oh, yes.
I'm sure you do. It's the head of Light Entertainment Radio. We put that in there because he likes that. Here's another one for you. MPLTO. MPLTO.
Oh, dear.
I once saw this on a tree. Michael Palin loves Tom O'Connor. Not a shred of truth in it.
Or even Mary Poppins loves triple orgasms.
I say. I'm probably...
I'd shift on if I was you. Pretend it never happened.
It stands for Marshall's Purified Linseed Trumpet Oil. I should know that. On to the next one. This is a game coming up now called Gardeners Film Club. Teams, the Gardeners Club of Great Britain are about to hold their annual film gala. Can you suggest some of the films which will be on show? Barry, start off.
Well, there's a new big screen version of Cagney and Lacey with Tyne Dahlia and Sharon Glesshouse.
Willie.
The Lone Hydrangea.
Back to the Fuchsia. That one's starring Michael J. Foxglove.
The Loneliness of the Long Distance Runner. Bean.
They were ahead of you.
And Plums of Neveron.
The compost man always rings twice.
Willie.
55 Days Weeding.
The Man Who Knew to Mulch. Directed by Alfred Pitchfork. With Hose Ferrer.
Oh, and there's Driving Michaelmas Daisy. With Jessica Tansey.
Oh. Gone with the Window Box. Oh, sorry.
Oh, yes.
Barry, come again. I didn't hear that.
Gone with the Window Box.
Starring Lorne Green and Patrick Mower. Not forgetting Victor Manure.
Dances with Thrip. In which the famous Greta Grobrag said, I want to be alone.
Sleeping with the Anemone.
Clay Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Let's go on to the next round.
Okay.
At this point in the programme, we were going to have a rendition of the theme from Newsnight by the ladies of the Motherwell Friends of Jeremy Paxman. But instead, we're going to play a game of Mornington Crescent. Now, just like to go back. You'll recall that the last time we played this, we were in Brighton, and I disallowed Graham's opening move on the grounds that there is no Piccadilly Circus in Brighton. Well, I have to tell you that I've learned since that there is a Piccadilly Circus in Brighton. But the Brighton in question is in Papua New Guinea. So my ruling stands. Now, who's going to start this? Let's start this one with Willie Rushton.
I'm still drawing my map. Kensington Church Street.
What are you writing?
To my mother.
Inspiration. Albert Bridge.
Can you use people?
Albert Bridge isn't a person.
Oh, I'm
Foul him and transfer him.
Now, hold on a minute. I'm new to this, don't forget. I'm going to try and rescue one. Burlington Arcade.
Onslow Square.
Fetter Lane.
Got
Right, pace is hotting up now.
Smell defeat.
Actually, the
this.
chairman
My
allowed...
chiropodist set.
The chairman allowed to... Victoria Station.
Greek Street.
You can't. Not after terminus.
No. Are you challenging that move?
Yes.
Keep out of it, Hum. No, Greek Street... Greek Street doesn't go.
It does.
course
It does,
it does.
actually, if you think about it.
No.
It does.
Can't be.
Come on,
does.
there's no point in playing if you're going to argue. You might as well pack the whole thing. Don't mind him.
As he's
Listen, don't argue, Barry.
Terminus north of the river, it's all right.
as he's new, all right.
If he said Waterloo,
don't
it would have been wrong.
grudging.
Nothing
Don't
to
be
do with
so
as,
grudging.
it's nothing to do with as he's new.
You may think I'm just
it's
a bad
allowable
loser.
under any circumstance. If he was the oldest hand at the... Listen, I don't have to do this.
You do. I've heard what else you do.
Listen, if you'd have been Gazza, you'd have been off by now. So just button it up, Crier.
I turned
We
down
hope to see you here again, Bill. Now,
I put a
all
new
right,
shirt
let
on
it
for
go.
this.
We let it go. I'm not a bad loser. I'm a bad winner. Greek Street.
Mornington Crescent.
You're
Well,
out.
Bill said
not
Greek
your
Street.
turn.
You said Greek Street.
Just getting silly.
Barry,
I was echoing Bill.
And Barry, you're
Barry.
disqualified for saying the same move, playing the same move.
I was
Bill
just
Tyler.
echoing Bill.
It was a recap.
I was recapping.
You always say
was I
Mornington
not?
Crescent after somebody
Listen,
repeats
there
the
are
one
people at
before.
home who follow this game very carefully.
I was
and I don't know what they're going to
recapping.
make of this one.
Let's ask the audience what they think.
I think you may be right, sir.
Romilly Street.
Yeah, let's go from there.
Egham High Street. Thank you, Fan.
Googe Street.
I feel all bloody nerves now. I just feel a bundle of nerves. Okay, Birdcage Walk.
Mornington Crescent.
I don't know what against you, Bill. You better than Tim.
No, it was. I was trying to help you, Bill.
Yes.
You could have nipped in there and got there first.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's that. That was jolly exciting.
Willie rattled him.
It's time now for another musical round. Teams, I want you to improvise a blues madrigal or calypso number from a title suggested by the opposing team. Musical accompaniment will, as usual, be provided by the fifes and drums of the Colin Sell masked band. So, Bill and Willie, do you have a title and style for Graeme and Barry?
Yes, we would like them to sing a madrigal about the Costa Brava. Sorry, I asked now.
When I reached the Costa Brava, I was high on duty free. A lusty Spaniard came along as I paddled in the sea. I said, you have greatest speech I ever saw in my life. He grabbed my castanets and said, "That's no beach, that's my wife."
Right, well, after that selection from Fiddler on the Roof, Graeme and Barry. Graeme and Barry, do you have a title and style for Bill and Willie?
Well, I think that we ought to inflict a madrigal on them as well. Mrs. T in Russia.
A mazurka, even.
A mazurka.
Oh, I feel the Spaniard coming back again. As I was walking through Red Square and passing Lenin's tomb, a painful business.
I saw Mikhail and Margaret approaching through the gloom.
She said, "To hell with Major and his pack of screaming Lord Sushies."
I've just been offered another job as Queen of all the Russians.
Well, that's very nearly the end of the programme. We've just got time now for some limericks. And Bill, I'm going to give you a first line for your limerick. It's one evening while playing at whist.
Oh, here we go.
There we go.
Achtung meinen. One evening while playing at whist, my partner leaned forward and hissed.
That's your 10th double gin.
You've a vacuous grin.
In a word... Oh, you're getting the gist.
Okay, here's a line for you, Barry. One evening while playing gin rummy.
One evening while playing gin rummy, I ended up feeling a dummy.
It was Linda Lusardi.
On Coke and Bacardi.
With a mouthful, she sounds really quite plummy.
All right.
Greek Street.
Willie, here's your line. One evening while playing mahjong.
One evening, while playing mahjong, I suddenly burst into song.
My song was inspired.
By some lads from a triad.
Doing unmentionable things with a prong.
Okay, Graeme now. Graeme. One evening while playing canasta.
One evening, while playing canasta, my hostess produced some warm pasta.
Poured it over my head.
And jovially said,
How's that for an albino rasta?
We have an unusual thing here. According to Samantha's score, we have a tie-break situation. So what I'm going to do one more limerick now, and we'll decide the whole of this week's programme on the largest applause from the audience for any single line. Don't wait for the punchline. Any single line. Applaud, and we'll see who wins this one. Barry, you're going to start it. One evening at Trivial Pursuit.
One evening at Trivial Pursuit.
I'll
leave.
Barry. You're giving out bananas, aren't you?
Hang on. I got who played the name role in Clute. without pausing to ponder.
Thank you. I called out, Jane Fonda!
But it wasn't, of course. It was Donald Sutherland.
Well, as Barry Cryer got twice as much applause as anybody else, his team wins this week. Join us again next time. Until then, from all of us, goodbye.
Barry Cryer, Graeme Garden, Willie Rushton and Bill Tidy were being given silly things to do by Humphrey Lyttelton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme was produced by Jon Magnuson.
I haven't a clue. The antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell and your chairman is Humphrey Lyttelton.
Hello and welcome to another fun-packed edition of I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. And I must say we've squeezed a lot in tonight. The last time Samantha and I appear in body stockings. Tonight I'd like to introduce you to four of the country's top humorists, so can we all please meet in the bar after the show? Meanwhile, will you welcome on my right Willie Rushton and Bill Tidy? On my left, Barry Cryer and Graeme Garden. And would you welcome, please, a lady with a lot up top, our lovely score person, Samantha. Well, as regular listeners to this program will have gathered, there's currently a recession in the entertainment industry. In the spirit of counter-inflation, will you suggest, teams, some cost-cutting remakes of films, shows, programs and books? Graeme, will you start?
A new movie, Dances with Gerbils.
Bill.
There's Arnold Schwarzenegger's Total... or Sink the Bookmark.
New interesting television drama, Selling John Major.
Pushing Miss Daisy.
Shetland Pony Hoti, that's the reduced version of Don Quixote. By Miguel Savant.
Huge Dorrit. Now, this is a huge, strange case where the big ones cost less than the small ones, actually.
Not been my experience.
Still there with the wind.
Ratners are forever.
Okay, very good.
Oh,
Graeme.
Cecil B. DeMille's 10 Commandments is being done as Cecil B. de Snack's 3.5 suggestions.
Folks Who Live on the Hillock by Princely Amos.
Oklahomeless.
Polaroid of Dorian Gray.
Roger and Hammerstein's South Ealing.
Gulliver's Cheap Day Return.
A wheelie bin named Desire.
Roger's Stegosaurus.
And the Down and Out in Beverly Nichols.
Right, teams, very good. We're going to go on to the next game. It's a very good musical round, this one. Teams, I want you to sing the words of one song to the tune of another. And for that reason, this game is cunningly entitled One Song to the Tune of Another. Your accompanist for this round is Colin Sell, who appears courtesy of the South Glamorgan Sing As We Go Society. Willie, I want you to sing the words of The Girl from Ipanema to the tune of My Old Man's a Dustman.
2 and 10 and and young and lovely. The girl from Ipanema goes walking, and when she passes, each one she passes goes, aye! When she walks in like a samba, that swings so cool and sways. So gentle, and when she passes, each one she passes goes, aye! Girl from Ipanema, girl from Ipanema, girl from Ipanema. Oh, sorry.
Your turn, Barry. Now, will you sing the words of It's Been a Hard Day's Night to the tune of Come Into the Garden, Maud?
It's been a hard day's night, and I've been working like a dog. It's been a hard day's night, I should be sleeping like a log. But when I get home to you, I find the things that you do will make me feel alright. You know I'm okay. When I'm home, everything seems to be right. When I'm home, feeling you holding me tight.
It's turning red.
Well, there's only one voice that can follow that. Bill, will you sing the words of I've Got a Lovely Bunch of Coconuts to the tune of The Sunshine of Your Smile?
I got a lovely bunch of coconuts, and they are standing in a row. Big ones, small, some as big as yours. Give them a twist, a flick of the wrist. That's what the showman said.
That leaves you, Graeme Garden, now. Will you sing the words of Oh, What a Beauty to the tune of O Sole Mio?
Oh, what a beauty. I've never seen one as big as that before. Oh, what a beauty. It must be 2 foot long or even more. It's such a lovely color, and nice and round and fair. I never thought a melon could grow as big as that. Oh, what a beauty. I've never seen one as big as that before. Oh, what a beauty. It must be 2 foot long or even more. Oh, it's such a lovely color, and nice and round and fat. I never thought a melon could grow as big as
Just one courgetto.
With the scores mounting apace, we now go on to a round called Misleading Advice. Teams, can you make some unhelpful or dangerous suggestions as to what the visitor to Britain might do with his time? I'll award points for the best suggestion, and points mean prizes. This week's prize is this stylish pair of concrete underpants. Barry, will you start, please?
If wanting to get to Stratford-on-Avon, get on the Central Line tube and ask again.
Bill.
Chinese visitor could be encouraged to dream up a new pitbull and rice recipe.
Graeme.
Don't miss Trooping the Colour, where you can join in the traditional game of grab the flag.
Willie.
Go to the Paris Theatre, Lower Regent Street. Now, you can't miss the sign, BBC, bare-breasted cavorting, and see free live sex involving men at desks.
Our open-air lavatories are called Mercuries. Joining the raven shooting at the Tower of London.
It's an old English tradition and a useful one, given the lack of public conveniences in London today. It is quite legal to relieve yourself on the near left leg of a police horse.
Pianist Alfred Brendel is appearing tonight at the Royal Albert Hall. And remember, it's karaoke night.
Should we go on to the next round?
Why not?
This is a very taxing and skillful game. Well, perhaps not. It's called Hard Sell. I want you to talk enthusiastically for 1 minute, teams, about a well-loved and famous person. Or Michael Winner. To make things more difficult, I'd like you to fit the style of your talk to the backing music which Samantha and I put on our gramophone. We're going to start with you, Graeme. Will you talk about Sylvester Stallone? Here's your music.
Sylvester Stallone, a newcomer to the street, keeps himself to himself. He says he's a screenwriter, but I've heard he's a bit of an actor too, and a bit of an athlete. You can tell he's athletic by the way he lifts the corner of his mouth like that. Pumping moustache, he calls it. He's not very tall, and his ex-wife might be causing him a bit of trouble. That's Bridget. She's been pretty big around the street for some time now. But he's probably made his biggest impact on the square with his immortal catchphrase.
Okay, your turn, Bill. Will you talk about the Lone Ranger? Here's your music.
Lone Ranger, anything you defend, Tonto? Yes, the Lone Ranger was a masked man on a white horse. He never went anywhere without the white horse, but remember, he'd always stood on its back legs and shouted, "Hi or Silver." Many people thought the Lone Ranger was shouting. No one ever saw Silver. It must have been his wife. The Lone Ranger would often save men with crimps, blimps, and pimps, and young pretty girls who were on ranches that were being run over by wicked hard men who took all the water rights. By a bad man with a waistcoat and a moustache who sat all the time in a saloon surrounded by other bad men in waistcoats and moustaches. It was the same story every time. And in the end, the Lone Ranger got bored and was hanged for shooting a poor limping man and his lovely daughter. Tonto now runs a chain of wigwams in Albania. So remember, friends, if you see a white horse, you need more music. Yes, it's a white horse riding off into the sunset, and it's Tonto or Kimosabe or the other word to use saying, "Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye."
That was riveting. Barry, your turn. Will you talk about Kenneth Baker? And here's your music.
Yes, it's Kenneth Baker, the man Brill Cream was invented for. His hair in line with the seam of his trousers, marching ahead, the veritable pit bull of our British Army. The smile is straight and square and sincere. Dare you question it? Yes, you dare, but wait for the next election. You can put your cross where you like, but really, in your heart, it will always be Kenneth Baker, the man with the smile, the man with the parting. Can parting be such sweet sorrow as we leave Kenneth Baker as he strides into the sunset, wondering whether he will ever reoccupy that chair, but he will be back. We know that Kenneth Baker is the man for tomorrow, the man for a week next Wednesday, the man for early closing on Tuesday, but remember, there's late shopping on Thursday. Kenneth Baker, you know it makes sense.
Willie, I know you're absolutely itching to talk about Norman Lamont. Here's your music.
Out of Christopher Lee by his lovely mother, Bella née Lugosi, Norman Lamont is quite the best-dressed member of Parliament. Tails, top hat, and cloak. Rarely seen in the daylight hours. Days are spent asleep in a cabinet. Hanging upside down and squeaking pre-election tax cuts. Hates garlic, recoils at the sign of the cross. No reflection in the mirror. In fact, very few favourable mentions in the mirror. The only solution to Norman Lamont is to drive a stake through his heart. Most people can't afford this. Mincemeat apparently will do. Good night, Norman.
I say, we're going to play a game of charades. This calls for a lot of acting and quick guesswork, so don't hold your breath, listeners. Teams, I'm going to give you a book, film, or person to act out, and the other team should attempt to guess the answer. Okay, Graeme and Barry, you get ready to act your charade. The answer's going up now on our giant dot matrix laser display screen. And here for you at home is the mystery voice.
The cook, the sheep, his wife, and her lover. The cook, the sheep, his wife, and her lover.
Right, will you start your charade now, Graeme and Barry?
Shut up. Shut up or I'll eat you. And you. And you.
Big bad wolf. 3 little pigs.
Bad. It's lambs, right? It's so obviously not the one we think it is.
Well, say it, just in case it is.
No, they think we're fools. We're falling into a trap.
Oh, no.
No. Lambs, shut up or I'll eat you.
Sheep at the price.
Not the famous bricklayer. Little Red Riding Hood.
They didn't say how many words, so we can go on counting all night.
Well, I'll tell you, it's 10 words, and you haven't got one of them. Yes, you have half of them.
10 words.
To hurry you along, I'll give you a small clue. 2 of the words in question are the. The audience, do you think they're going to get it?
No. Mainly because we've given up, actually. They're looking totally disinterested.
Well, there is I'll give you another small clue. There's another word, and.
And.
Yes.
Don't be misled by that.
No. Too old a hand, Hump.
Give us a couple more clues, Hump.
The word cook.
Is that 10 words?
It's 9 words, if I may presume.
Cook, the thief, his wife, and her lover. Is that right? That's it. Why? Yes. I don't know where the sheep comes in. I have no idea.
The cook, the sheep, his wife, and her lover.
Ah.
That one went so well that I think we'll do another. Bill and Willie, you're going to act again. Here's your subject coming up on the screen, and for you at home, the mystery voice. I bet he pronounces it wrong, too.
Les Miserables. Les Miserables.
Right, Bill and Willie, start acting.
2-ish. Bonjour, Jules.
Bonjour, Jim.
Oh, mais c'est une monde dépressante, n'est-ce pas?
Ray Tomps, Trop Grey.
Oh. Bleeding pleur, 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 pleur.
Les pourront chat et chien.
Oui. Ça va la femme, don Jules.
C'est la vie misérable.
Oh.
Okay.
Moi aussi. We can go on for hours, actually. Bang.
Okay, start guessing Graeme and Barry.
Bonjour tristesse.
No.
But
Wrong.
excellent. French and sad. French and depressed.
French and Saunders.
Ah. It could have been, actually. But it wasn't.
It's not Julie Jim.
No. That's 3-ish.
The raining wasn't anything to do with it, was it?
Read the book, it was belting down, but...
I think it's on the tip of your tongue, Graeme.
It is.
Spit it out.
Yes, it's Les Miserables.
Quite right.
Teams, I want you to suggest some unamusing words, and the first person to get a laugh is out. And I mean out. I intend to monitor the game scientifically, for the purpose of which I've attached a small Geiger counter just beside Samantha's left armpit. I shall disqualify the first man to register even a small tremor. Bill, will you start?
Cake.
Mandible.
Sheep.
Catacomb.
Signpost.
Bogwort.
Nothing funny about Bogwort.
No,
Audience, shall we disqualify him? No, they
Very
say.
mixed.
Right, carry
Very
on.
mixed.
Carry on. Whose turn is it?
Trampoline. Nautical.
Trilby.
Aerosol.
Now, I'm afraid there was a real guffaw. So, you have to be out now.
Am I out again, Humphrey?
You're out again now for good. Willie.
Balloon.
Catalogue.
Varicose vein.
Nothing wrong with that. It's just I haven't had a chance to play my... Go on, Barry.
I'm out. It's hissing down out here.
You should have switched on your answering machine. Willie.
Eczema.
Sorry, Willie, you're disqualified. So it's a final face-to-face round now with Graeme Garden and Bill Tidy. You to start, Graeme.
Bill.
Glue.
Probe.
Nostril.
Blanche.
Tomato.
Bill Tidy's the winner. I think that giggler in the fourth row was a plant, but still, we'll go on. For our final music round tonight, teams, I'd like you to turn some dull pieces of prose into grand operatic duets. I'm pleased to say that you'll be assisted in this by the services of the Royal Philharmonic Collinsell. Before we start, I'd just like to clear up a misprint in this week's Radio Times. It says on page 20 that Willie Rushton is quite used to taking the lead at Covent Garden. In fact, this should have read that Willie Rushton is quite used to taking a leak in his front garden. Willie and Bill, will you start, please? Your piece is taken once again from the invaluable Games and Activities for Scouts. This is number 37, Scout Staff Display.
Each patrol should prepare a 2-minute display of uses of the Scout staff. The following is a list of uses of varying practicability. Keeping one's feet while fording a river. Repelling a mad dog. Beating a fire. Making various items of camp furniture. Playing push grommet. Killing small animals. Keeping contact with other scouts while walking across a moor in the dark. Erection of a tent.
Got a few tremors from Samantha there, but Barry and Graeme, will you now sing your duet, which is taken from last night's shipping forecast?
And now, the shipping forecast issued by the Meteorological Office at 23:43. Viking, north of Sierra, south of Sierra, north of Sierra, south of Sierra, southeast of the 5 or 6, or decreasing 3 or 4, becoming cyclonic. Rockall. Malin Hebrides. Arrows. Southeast Iceland. Finistan. a German bite. So, Lundy fasten, white. Portland flavors. Veering west. 5 or 6, occasionally 7, occasionally 6, 4 or 5. Showers. Good.
I don't suppose anybody wants to know the score. That's very nearly it for this week, but before Samantha and I go off to polish my trophies, we've just got time for a few limericks. Graeme, you're going to... Sorry, Colin.
Sorry,
Did I say something funny?
Only for a moment,
That's you out of the next round. Graeme, here's your first line. While having a drink with Ken Bruce...
While having a drink with Ken Bruce, I noticed his trousers were loose.
I said, you need a belt.
You unspeakable Celt.
He said, I've just had 12 on the hoosh.
Willie, here's your opening line. At an orgy with Sir Jimmy Savile.
At an orgy with Sir Jimmy Savile, his tracksuit began to unravel.
He said, don't make a fuss.
And fashioned a truss.
Out of cement, 2 parts sand, 3 parts gravel.
Barry, an opening line for you. At afternoon tea with John Peel.
Afternoon tea with John Peel, I inquired if his accent was real.
He said, out of the house,
I'm incredibly scouse.
But at home, it depends how I feel.
Bill, here's one for you. In a restaurant with veteran Pete Murray.
I see it looming. In a restaurant with veteran Pete Murray, he demolished a Vindaloo curry.
There came a great roar
that rattled the floor
and laid waste vast areas of Surrey.
And on that low note, we've come to the end of the programme this week. Join us again next time. From all of us, goodbye.
Barry Cryer, Graeme Garden, Willie Rushton and Bill Tidy were being given silly things to do by Humphrey Lyttelton, with Colin Sell setting some of them to music. The programme was produced by Jon Magnusson. We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell and your chairman is Humphrey Lyttelton.
Hello and welcome to a brand new series of I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. This week we're at the Old Ship Hotel in Brighton as part of the Comedy Festival. It's lovely to be here on the windswept Sussex coast. I took a stroll earlier on, and it's amazing what you can find lying washed up on the beach at Brighton. Here are 4 of them. On my left, Graeme Garden and Barry Cryer. On my right, Bill Tidy and Willie Rushton. And who better to spend an afternoon pottering along the front of, with, than our lovely scorer, Samantha. Now, I have to tell you, teams, that since the last series, my buzzer has been mislaid or possibly stolen. It was last seen in the vicinity of the Westminster Theatre just before Christmas. All information or leads should be directed to the producer, care of Scotland Yard, where he's currently being held for questioning. In the meantime, I shall be making do with this. In fact, they've given me an alternative of two. One of them is this. And the other, which I've chosen, is this. Right. Teams, let's go on to our first game. It's called Good News, Bad News. We've played this many times, and I'd explain the rules to you if I could be bothered. So, Graeme, will you start us off now with some good news?
Good news. They're raising the motorway speed limit.
Here's the bad news. On the M25, you can now get up to 10 miles an hour.
Barry.
Good news in reverse.
Bad news, but not in your car.
Good news, it is the only motorway where you can get your windscreen washed in the fast lane.
Bad news, you can get your tyres pinched.
Good news, you can usually buy them back at the next exit.
Bad news from the police.
The good news is the police are having a boot sale.
Bad news, 2 in the kidneys for only a £5.
Bill, you can start another one with some good news.
Thank you, Dad. Here's the good news. They're going to rerun every episode of Coronation Street ever made.
Bad news in reverse.
The good news is, though, we can watch Ken Barlow growing older.
Yes, bad news. He's been in it since the very end.
But good news. These repeats will make him a millionaire, but is he happy?
Bad news, yes. The bastard.
Okay, Barry, you can start another one now.
Good news, Mrs. T is writing her memoirs.
Bad news. I mean, who wants to read about being married to a big muscle-bound bugger with a American hairdo and the entire concept of Gerald Ratner's chain of total crap stores dangling around his vast neck by
Willie. Sorry, I have to stop there. That's no way to talk about Dennis. No, there are limits. Willie, do you want to start another one?
Right. Good news. Both of them's back.
Bad news, both of them's front.
Okay, good. Excellent. Right, now our first musical round. It's called a musical round, but you haven't heard the piano yet. Our first musical round is a particular favourite of mine, and Samantha's, in fact. It's called Gargler's World. Teens, I want you to raise your glasses now and gargle a well-known tune of my choice. Well, this, as you know, this game can get messy, and in the interest of safety, the teams have changed into some fetching skin-tight swimming trunks. And I must say, Willie's are particularly outstanding.
I know where to bulge to advantage.
To accompany the teams, I'm pleased to welcome back the world's only amphibious piano player. Music's answer to Michael Fish, Colin Sell. Graeme and Barry, will you gargle to the tune of Habanera? Sorry. Well, I thought they were gargling the wrong tune myself. Was that called Habanera?
It was when it left us.
Was it? Right, Bill and Willie, it's your turn. Do the right tune, for heaven's sake. You're going to gargle to Some Enchanted Evening.
Why Jim Brooke-Taylor went back to the theatre.
I'll tell you what, this BBC cost-cutting is getting out of hand altogether. I mean, they've pawned my buzzer, and my script's written out here in longhand.
Sad when they go like this, isn't it?
There's the typewriter. I thought for one glorious moment it was the tuner. Now for a game of quote, the last thing I remember, unquote. Teams, what is the last thing you remember before becoming totally incapacitated or dead? Who shall we start with? Barry, you look hopeful.
It's a living. The last thing I remember saying was, little bit of spare tyre there, Saddam.
Willie.
The last thing I remember is waving garlic at Norman Lamont.
Graeme.
Last thing I remember saying was, I don't know if you know a game called Cardinal Puff, Oliver. 3 people in the audience do.
Well, that's 3 points to you, then.
Sorry, 6 people in the audience.
Bill.
I have a hazy recollection of embroidering a floral design on the Cray sisters' underpants.
Shall we go round again? Why not?
Where have I heard that before?
Where have you seen it before?
I also remember on another occasion saying Schwarzenegger's funny enough, but Arnold!
Willie?
I have this memory of accidentally snorting Colin Moynihan. And I think he's still up there.
Any more? Right, we'll go on to the next game then. And this is, now here's a favourite game of mine. It's called Feelies. Teams, Samantha is going to pass around some receptacles in which she has secreted some mystery objects, entirely at random, I may tell you. Your task is to ascertain by touch alone what's in Samantha's receptacles. Barry and Graeme, you're first. Here's your bag. Your mystery objects are going up now on the Brighton Festival laser display. And here for you at home is the mystery voice.
A pound of sausages. A pound of sausages.
Whoever put this in here should be bloody well hung.
Right, you weren't supposed to start feeling till I gave you the word, but I mean, I can understand your eagerness. Right.
Oh, well, it's a string or something.
String something. Of a sausage-ish nature.
Yeah.
Are you sure you're not feeling Graeme?
Oh, is that it? There's nothing else in there, is there?
Yes, he is feeling me.
Yes, in fact, can you...
I never realised Graeme has such podgy fingers.
As you've got it so quickly, can you guess the weight?
Of what?
Of what you've got in the bag.
He's going to say, give us your wallet,
Barry. You've got sausages in the bag.
2 pounds.
No, it's only 1, sorry. round of sausages. Well done. Bill and Willie, the contents of your bag are going up on the laser screen now. And here's the mystery voice. Mr. Mystery, if you please.
A cucumber and a couple of melons. A cucumber and a couple of melons.
Right.
Reminds you of your youth?
I feel this one. This is a Qualcast lawnmower, isn't it?
Right. Saddam Hussein's bunker, I think, is in here.
Yes, we've got something now.
It's the shrunken head, I think, of an Iraqi leader.
Bring me the pineapple of Pedro Garcia.
Yeah.
I'll have to hurry you along.
Or bring me the head of Light Entertainment. This could be it.
Yeah.
It's some form of Ogan melon.
And
weighing 8 pounds.
Accompanied by an itinerant cucumber.
I think if you look and see, I think you've got the answer wrong.
Oh.
It says on my card here a cucumber and 2 melons.
There's cutbacks.
Okay, let's go on to another musical round. Teams, I'm going to play you some well-known songs on my gramophone to which you should sing along, and the music will then drop out, and if on its return you're within 3 semiquavers of the original, I shall award points, and points mean prizes.
He means it.
You've got the seaside spirit, haven't you?
This week's prize is a handsome corduroy truncheon for each of you. Graeme, now, you're going to start. Will you sing along to Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot Bikini?
Thanks.
She was afraid to come out of the locker. She was as nervous as she could be. She was afraid to come out of the locker. She was afraid that somebody would see. 2, 3, 4. Tell the people what she wore. Ooh, it was an itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini that she wore for the first time today. An itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini. So in the locker she wanted to stay. 2, 3, 4. Stick around, we'll tell you more. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Now she's afraid to come out of the water, and I wonder what she's gonna do. She's afraid to come out.
I think you were thrown by the audience applauding you for doing absolutely nothing. Bill, your turn. Will you sing along to Que Sera Sera?
When I was
just a little girl, I asked my mother, what will I be? Will I be pretty? Will I be rich? Here's what she said to me. Que sera, sera, whatever will be, will be. The future star ours is here. Que sera, sera.
Right. Willie.
I blame Doris.
Willie, your turn now. You're going to sing along to Tulips from Amsterdam.
Oh, my God. La, 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 la. Take it away, thanks. Well, don't, Jackie. When it's spring again, I'll bring again tulips from Amsterdam. With a heart that's true, I'll give to you tulips from Amsterdam. I can't wait until the day you feel these in your arms of mine. Like the windmill keeps on turning, that's how my heart is on you. For the day I know.
Well, that's
a bit slow, I thought.
That's the nearest so far. So, Barry, you've got all to play for. I'm going to ask you to sing along to Ah, Sweet Mystery of Life.
Mystery of life, at last I found thee.
I know at last the secret of it all. Oh, no. The longing, seeking, striving, waiting, yearning, the burning hopes, the joy and idle tears that fall. 'Tis love and love alone the world is seeking.
Oh, that was beautiful. We're going to play a game now called Tag Wrestling. I want you to tell me a story, teams, but each with a different punchline in mind. And when I do this, I might even do that this time, the story changes hands. The winners are the first team to reach their particular tag, and please don't take as long as usual over it. Barry and Graeme, your punchline is this. He ate the kipper, and Barbara Cartland bought the London Symphony Orchestra a round of drinks. He ate the kipper, and Barbara Cartland bought the London Symphony Orchestra a round of drinks. Bill and Willie, here's yours.
A kipper.
The kipper. Bill and Willie, here's yours.
The kipper.
The kipper.
Not so fast, cried Edwina. But the horse escaped and broke the thermometer.
He ate the kipper.
Right, Barry and Graeme, you can start.
Off you go, Graeme.
Right, time penalty. Bill and Willie, you start.
It worked.
How well we remember the appalling incident that occurred at Barbara Cartland's funeral when the London Symphony Orchestra died of poisonous kippers.
Now who? But we were all reminiscing about when they were with us and telling the story about the conductor, I think Colin Davis on that occasion, who had this predilection for kippers. And there was an after-concert party. Barbara Cartland was invited, being a great friend of Colin Davis.
Not so fast, cried Edwina, because they had been linked. There was only one way, and that was to go to the country. Going to the stables at 10 Downing Street. Mr. Major, taking his veterinary surgeon with him, he was never unaccompanied by a vet. Tested the horse for speed and...
was gone, never to return. Meanwhile, back at the grand meeting between the London Symphony Orchestra and Barbara Cartland, where Colin Davis had just turned up, Barbara Cartland called across to the room to him and said, "Oi, Col! I bet you've never eaten a kipper through a net curtain." He said, "How much do you bet? I'll do it now." "I don't believe you. If you do that, I'll buy this orchestra a round of drinks."
Hang on, Babs, he said. The one thing that really spoils a party for me is the sight of a sick horse. Look, Barbs, get round the back of that nag and take its temperature. I'll swear it's well up in the hundreds. So Barbara set off at an ambling trot for the rear of the horse. "I am Edwina," she cried out, knowing that if she said I'm Barbara Cartland, the horse would kick her.
Due to an excess of retina, Barbara could not insert her arm to... So, sod this for a lark, she cried. Let's get on with the bet. Colin, he ate a kipper through a net, and Barbara bought the LSO a round of drinks.
Yes. Well done, Bill and Willie. We're going to hurry on now to the next round, which is our final musical round. It's called Singing Relay. Teams, I want you to sing a well-known song, but taking alternate words each. It's harder than it sounds. Colin Sell's on hand to accompany you, but don't let that stop you from trying. Right, Willie and Bill, as you won that last round, you're going to start this one off. Will you sing The Deadwood Stage? Colin, the introduction, please.
I never know where to come in with these sort of introductions. They're awful. The deadwood state is uprolling on over the plain, with the curtains flapping and the driver slapping the rain. Beautiful sky, wonderful day. Whip, crack, way, whip, crack, away, whip, crack, way.
Right, Graham and Barry, now you're going to sing the trolley song.
Clang, clang.
How appropriate.
Clang, 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 went the trolley. Ding, 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 went the bell. Zing, 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 went my heartstrings. For the moment I saw her, I fell. Chug, 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 went the motor. Bump, 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 went the brake. Thump, 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 went my heartstrings. When she smiled, I could feel the car shake. I tipped my hat and took a seat. I said I hoped I hadn't stepped upon her feet. I asked her name, then lost my breath. She looked so lovely that it scared me half to death. Buzz, buzz, buzz went the buzzer. Plop, plop, plop went the wheels. Stop, stop, stop went my heartstring as she started to go. Then I started to know how it feels when the universe rings.
Wonderful to be so talented. Ladies and gentlemen, I have to tell you now, because you're bound to notice this, that for this series, we've dropped the balls. The program's finally reached puberty. Now then, what? So what we're going to do is we're going to end now and henceforward on some limericks. And so before Samantha and I go off for a blow on the seafront, we just...
Club rules. Club rules.
We have a... Here comes the Brighton again. We have a round of limericks. I've got some first lines for you. And Graham, here's your first line coming up now. While listening to Radio 1.
While listening to Radio 1, I decided this isn't much fun.
Simon Bates played our tune.
The unspeakable loon.
I reached my elephant gun.
Right, Bill, you're going to start one now. We're going on to a different tack. While listening to Radio 2...
Through me then. While listening to Radio 2, Jimmy Young said, "My wig is askew."
I heard a cat wail.
Then a hammer and nail.
And a terrible slurping of glue.
Right, Barry, your turn to start off now. While listening to Radio 3...
While listening to Radio 3, I thought this just isn't for me.
It was something by Brecht.
Which I didn't expect.
So I popped out for a Christopher Lee.
Willie, I'm going to get the audience to give you your first line. Ready? While
listening to Radio 4.
While listening... You could have done Radio 5, I suppose. While listening to Radio 4, I suddenly heard Lord Haw-Haw.
He appears every day to present Down Your Way.
Makes you wonder who did win the war.
Right. You haven't got any more ideas for those, have you?
No.
Thank goodness for that, because I can say now that it's time. We've reached the end of our program now, and join us again next time. Until then, from all of us, goodbye.
Barry Cryer, Graeme Garden, Willie Rushton and Bill Tidy were being given Silly Things to Do by Humphrey Lyttelton, with Colin Sells setting some of them to music. The programme was produced by Jørgen Magnusson. We present I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue, the antidote to panel games. At the piano is Colin Sell and your chairman is Humphrey Lyttelton.
Hello and welcome to another edition of I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue. Once again we're in Brighton as part of this year's Comedy Festival. And here are 4 good reasons why we'll probably never be invited back. On my right, Bill Tidy and Willie Rushton. On my left, Barry Cryer and Graeme Garden. And would you welcome, please, everyone's favourite Brighton belle, our lovely scorer, Samantha. I may say that Samantha's not in a particularly good mood. She went for a swim this afternoon and got charged for the hire of water wings. We're going to start off today with a game of crossbreeds. Teams, will you cross one person or thing with another to create a strange new hybrid? Barry, you can start this one.
If you cross Topple with a mower, you get a Hova Nagila. Doesn't cut the grass, it just snips a little bit off.
Willie Rushton.
If you cross a German car with a potato, you get an Audi Murphy. If you cut too much off, you get an Audrey Murphy. What's that got to do with the price of fish?
Graeme.
If you crossed Madonna with Stavros, you'd get a Madonna kebab.
Bill?
Right.
You could cross Desert O'Connor with General Schwarzkopf and get Desert Gnome.
You could, yes.
If you cross Billy Connolly with Pamela Stevenson, you get When Harry Met Silly.
Oh. Willie, any more?
If for want of anything better to do, you've crossed another German car with Julian Clary, you get an opal fruit.
Graeme.
Yes, well, if you cross Cliff Richard with a German arms manufacturer, you'd get an alcohol-free Luger.
And Bill.
Here's one for keen archaeologists. If you crossed a Japanese No theatre with an Assyrian stepped pyramid and Saatchi and Saatchi, you'd get no ziggurat advertising.
If you crossed our finest living trumpeter with a climbing shrub, you'd get Kenny Ball and his Jasmine.
Well, Graeme and Bill and Willie are level pegging at the moment. We go on to the next round, shall we? This is called Blue Stroke Madrigal Calypso. Madrigal Stroke Calypso, one being exact, underlined. It's improvised songs, and teams, you've got to sing either a blues, a madrigal, or a calypso number, the subject of which will be decided by the other team. Oh, and Colin, you can join in if you want to. Graeme and Barry, what would you like Bill and Willie to sing?
The London Zoo. What do you fancy, chaps? Madrigal?
Yeah,
Madrigal, yes, they can never do that well.
No, we can't do the blues.
It's the same beat as the blues, isn't it?
Take it away.
As I was walking down the street, I came to London Zoo.
I haven't any money, indeed they're in a stew.
But now they've hit on a novel wheeze, the keepers, they regret it.
Unless you give us £1 million, the gorilla gets it.
Okay, Bill and Willie now, will you set Graeme and Barry a subject? And a style too, please.
We thought the MCC was a suitable subject, and Calypso, the sort of music that goes with cricket. So MCC Calypso.
Have you heard about Rachel Hey-Ho Flint?
She's joined the MCC, the clever bint.
She had the operation. It caused quite a stir.
She's had a member of the committee grafted onto her.
Okay, and with the scores pretty well even at the moment, we're going to go on to a game called Paranoia. One of the teams is labouring under a serious delusion.
Adequacy.
Only one, I hear you cry? The nature of the delusion is known only to us and the opposing team. The deluded pair have between 45 seconds and 3 hours to discover their complaint. Now, Graeme and Barry, your paranoia is going up now on the Brighton Festival holographic display board. And here for you at home is the mystery voice.
They think they're in bed with Madonna. They think they're in bed with Madonna.
Okay, Graeme and Barry, start questioning.
Well, this paranoia that Barry and I share, I take it we do share it, do we?
We aren't certain because you haven't divulged any information.
So, we're not very forthcoming.
You count, we'll just nod.
Could be some musical persuasion.
Yeah, it could be. A link.
Are we a group of people, a known group?
You were at the time, possibly, but...
Nothing to do with Henry Miller, is it?
If he was there, it was a quartet.
Is it biblical, this?
I don't know. Oh, yes, there is an element. Yes, I can see. Yes. Well clapped.
Where have I heard that before?
I just thought it was slightly more Old Testament than New, but no, I mean, all right. Yes.
I should tell you, you've got only 2 hours and 40 minutes left.
Well, you get them in, Humphrey will be here.
Oh. Give them a slight clue.
Think of some cans.
Cannes Film Festival.
I was going to give you a
Madonna
clue,
jogging.
You better believe it.
Why was she there?
She was there for the showing of In Bed with Madonna, wasn't she?
Which we believe you both were.
Well, Bill and Willie, here's your complaint. It's on the laser display now. And here's the mystery voice.
They think they're in the monster raving loony party. They think they're in the monster raving loony party.
Right. Would we be proud of it?
Yes. And rightly so.
Can it be measured?
Yes.
Is there a sexual connotation?
No.
Well, then how can it be measured?
With us the other light. It's a small thing, but our own.
Yes.
Yes. Say that.
Yeah.
Is it to do with our physical appearance, anyway?
Well, that puts you in with a chance, I suppose.
It's some reference to our small hope of achieving something, like answering this.
Yeah, some such thing.
Yes.
Standing in a by-election as a member of the Looney Party.
The actual answer is you think that you're in the monster raving loony party.
I am. I'm member number 4. I've got a certificate somewhere to prove it.
Well, I don't want to see it now.
Thank you.
We're going to play a game called Straight Face. The whole point of this game is not to make the audience laugh. Well, they do say that necessity is the mother of invention. Teams, I want you to suggest some unamusing words, please. The first person to get a titter from the front row is out. And so's he. Now then. Bill, will you start, please?
Slum.
Thespian.
Wrist. Stench. Fracture.
Silt.
What?
Silt.
Silt?
S-I-L-T, yes.
Oh, play fair, Barry, for goodness sake.
Silt. S-I-L-T.
Brought the house down. I enjoyed silt.
Go on, Willie.
All right. Diet.
Balloon.
Anagram.
Loosh.
It's the best laugh he's got all evening.
But not from the front row. I might have to... I'll warn you. You've got a yellow card for that, Barry.
I'll kick you in the chest.
Okay, Willie, go on.
Benzodrine.
Yeah, you did get a laugh there.
It was
and it was only from the front row.
not as good as silt. All right.
So you should have been disqualified with silt, actually, because Barry didn't get a laugh with it, but you did. So you're...
It's timing.
So you're out now. You're out now. We go on with Graeme.
Quilt.
Corpse.
Zenith.
Pendulum.
Yes. Yes, I'm afraid, Graeme. That's it. So it's now a face-to-face between Barry and Bill. And it's your turn, Bill.
Omelette.
And judging from the audience applause, Bill wins that round. And we go on to a game called Alternative Records. Once again, we're indebted to Mike Barwell for the use of his excellent book. Teams, I'm going to give you some true statistics, and I want you to take a guess at what they might represent. Willie, 162, including a venereal disease umbrella scraper.
These are the objects on Channel 4's Alternative Generation game.
I'll have to give you the correct answer, which is very boring. It's the world's largest collection of banned medical devices belonging to a Mr. McCoy of Minneapolis. Bill, 5 hours and 26 minutes without underpants.
This is the longest time with no ticket on the London to Newcastle Express. Omelette.
I have to tell you that it's the record for the retention of 2 live ferrets down the trouser. No undergarments are allowed.
Sponsored by the Family Planning Association.
Graeme,
Yes?
95 feet but only one leg.
95 feet but only one leg is the record-breaking trouser worn by Stumpy, the world's tallest unipede stilt walker.
Actually, you're very close to that one. Apparently, this is the greatest height from which a one-legged cyclist has dived into a pool of water.
Close.
It was set in 1902 by Mr. Gifford. I hope I've pronounced his name right, although I shouldn't think by now he cares. Barry, 140 cigarettes.
Nicholas Ridley's breakfast.
The real answer is that it's the amount of cigarettes that Colin Stevens of Sydney can fit into his mouth all at once.
Oh.
A very compelling reason not to go to Sydney. Willie, 28 cockroaches.
That is the number required to satisfy one hen roach.
I'll give you the answer to that, but if anybody's squeamish in the audience, will you please cover your ears? Because it's the record amount of cockroaches eaten by Ken Edwards in 4 minutes.
Ken Roach. Oh, no, it's Ken Barlow, isn't it? Bill Roach. Bill Roach plays Ken Edwards.
Right, here's one for you. I've just got the one about the omelette. Very fine. Bill, 58 times non-stop, Bill.
58 times non-stop is 28 cockroaches doing it twice. Roughly.
I'll tell you what. It's the amount of times non-stop that Jenny Ashton watched Bedtime for Bonzo on the 7th of June, 1986. Graeme, 3,900-ton nuclear submarine.
That was Tom Jones' greatest ever trouser augmentation.
And you should have seen the periscope.
Well, it is in fact the largest catch.
Dive.
Your answer might be right. It's the largest catch ever made by trawler skipper Sean O'Reilly in the Irish Sea on the 7th of March, 1987.
He's a big fan.
I'm trying to get the head off this.
Barry, 413 beds.
That's the shortest address in Bedfordshire.
Yes, all the size of the bed collection of King Louis XIV of France. At this point in the programme, we were going to have a rendition of the theme from Death Wish by the ladies of the Brighton Michael Winner Appreciation Society. But instead, we're going to play Mornington Crescent. In honour of our visit to the Brighton Festival, I'm going to take the unusual step of invoking the King's own Brighton rules, which means, as you know, that royal crescents are wild if the preceding move is even. Have you got that, teams? Royal crescents are wild if the preceding move is even. So here, for the first time, a local version of Mornington Crescent. Graeme, you can start.
Piccadilly Circus.
I was thumbing through the Asia's edge of Brighton, and I'm damned if I can see a Piccadilly Circus.
I have a suspicion, Graeme, that that's in London.
And?
Specifically, London localities are not allowed. I thought the rules explained that.
Right.
I mean, either you're going to listen to the rules when I read them or not.
Well, you're not going to accept Piccadilly Circus?
Of course I'm not going to accept it.
You want me to go again?
I do indeed.
All right, Champs-Élysées.
Go on.
Montpellier Road.
Bill.
I'm relatively new at this. I've had a pretty stringent crash course. Is it okay if I put in the
trust you implicit. Tim's terrible at it.
Okay. Valence Road.
Violence Road.
Valence. You're thinking of Violent Carson.
Pembroke Crescent.
Old Stain.
Well, that's Stein, isn't it? Is that Stein?
I wasn't doing a road, I just spotted something.
No, actually, that's a good move.
Dab it off should do it. London Road.
You're allowing London Road now?
I most certainly am.
Nice.
Some of the best years of my life has been spent in London Road.
What were the 30s like, Humphrey?
More fun at number 41, though, wasn't it?
I suppose it takes some of the tension out of the game when you know someone who isn't going to win.
Brunswick Terrace.
Blatchington Road.
Furze Hill.
Fish Market Hard. It's in very little letters here. I was quite pleased to see it. I imagine they do round here.
I've got a problem here, Humph. Mornington Crescent is in London.
There is a Mornington Crescent in Brighton.
In Hove, I think.
Oh, in Hove! So now it's Hove rules, is it?
New Church Road.
Now he's going in the wrong direction.
He's not.
What he's doing.
Turn left when you come out of gateways, you know.
Come on, Bill. Industrial estate.
Oh, come on. Seafield Road.
Mornington Crescent.
I warned you.
No, you shouldn't have got ratty.
Nobody can accuse the chairman of Bass. I warned you. And you paid absolutely no attention.
Oh, Bill led him on. His innocence.
Hey, you fell for that one, Harry.
Masterly.
For our final musical round, we're going to play a game called the Bad-Tempered Clavier. In it, the piano is played very badly indeed. It's a sort of Colin Sell testimonial game. Teams, will you sing a song of my choice in the face of almost unbearable opposition? Bill and Willie, you're going to start now. They're going to sing That's Entertainment.
Pretty apt.
Clown with his pants falling down all the dance. That's a dream of romance of the scene where the villain is mean. That's entertainment, without doubt. While the jury is out on the film, when they're reading the will or the chase, all the memory. That's entertainment. It might be a fight like you see on the screen, a swain getting slain for the love of the queen. Some great Shakespearean scene where the ghost and fate speech and everything's looking sweet. The clerk who is thrown out of work by the boss, who is thrown for a loss by the skirt, who is doing him dirt. The world's a stage, the stage of the world. The world is a stage of the world.
I've waited 16 years for a musical round that's actually musical. Graeme and Barry, it's a bit of a strain for you to sing this one, but do your best. I Love a Piano.
the piano. I love to hear somebody play. I'm on a piano, a grand piano. It simply carries me away. I know a fine way to treat a Steinway. I love to run my fingers down the keys, the ivory, and with the pedal. I love to meddle when Hadarooski comes this way. I'm so delighted if I'm invited to hit that long-haired genius play. To tweak the fiddle and Jovo to be a B-I-A-N-O-O-O. I love to stop right beside an upright or a high-tone baby grand. Oh yes, a high-tone baby grand.
Well, the program's reached a very crucial stage now. Samantha's been working overtime, but not unfortunately on the score. Anyway, it's very nearly it for this week. Before she and I go off to grease my trumpet valves, there's time for a round of limericks. Willie, here's your opening line. I once spent a weekend in Hove.
Mornington Crescent, I suppose.
I once spent a weekend in Hove with a most unattractive old cove.
He took out his teeth
and said, I'm Edward Heath.
But he wasn't. His Y fronts were mauve. Bit of private information.
Okay, Barry. Well, it wasn't okay, actually, but still. Here's an opening line for you. I once spent a weekend in Penge.
I had bicycled down from Stonehenge.
I drank 8 pints of fluid. Give any of this?
With a friendly old druid.
Then Montezuma took his revenge.
Okay, Bill, well done. Here's an opening line for you. I once spent a weekend in Rhyl.
I'd gone there in search of a thrill.
We passed through Llanfair Pwllgwyngyll Gogerith and Rocket, Llantysilio Gogogoch.
Which gave me a shock.
I thought
Llanfair Pwllgwyngyll Gogerith and Rocket, Llantysilio Gogogoch
was in Brazil.
Now, Graeme, the last question now in the whole of this programme. It's a great responsibility because the scores are absolutely poised, level pegging. So here's your opening line. Are you ready?
Yes, Hump.
I once spent a weekend in Brighton.
I once spent a weekend in Brighton with the legendary Miss Enid Blyton.
She said, you be naughty.
And I'll show you my body.
But Big Ears kept turning the light on.
And on that happy note, we've come to the end of the programme. I don't know who won. I only know it wasn't Graeme. So join us again next time. Until then, from all of us, goodbye.
Graeme Garden, Willie Rushton and Bill Tidy were being given Silly Things to Do by Humphrey Lyttelton, with Colin Sells setting some of them to music. The programme was produced by Jon Magnuson.